Alright, I don't want to fucking hear it, alright? Yes, I have a mustache. No, I'm not a pedophile. I did this on purpose, alright? I think it looks good. Or at least for tonight. I think it'll look good for tonight. I'll probably wake up in the morning and be like, why do I have a mustache? And shave it off. But for now, the mustache just is staying. Have you ever gone out and taken some photos and thought to yourself, fuck, I'm shit at photography? Because I have. That's why we've come to this location tonight. I'm going to show you how to take a photo tonight that'll make you look like you actually know how to use your camera, but it really doesn't require that much skill at all. In fact, it's actually so simple to take that I've brought out my old Nikon camera. This is the Nikon D3300, and we're going to take the shot on this. Well, actually, hang on. We're also going to shoot it on my Sony because I want a higher quality version, but we're going to set up the cameras side by side because I just want to show you how simple this photo is to take, and it really doesn't matter about your gear or what kind of camera really you take it on. Pretty much for the first step, what you're going to do is you're going to find a vehicle of some description that can produce a large amount of light. Like a train, a bus, a truck, or for tonight, we'll be using a tram. Once you've found your light source and you figured out what you want to shoot or what you want to have in the background, the next step is to figure out your composition. This will most likely require you to have a tripod. I use this. It's a Manfrotto BEFREE tripod. I've used these for years. Also, I'm going to shoot this photo portrait, but the same rules that I'm about to tell you apply for a landscape shot. So in photography, you have a thing called the rule of thirds, and it basically helps with your spacing between your subject and your background or your landscape or really whatever it is that you're shooting to help give you a guide to help make your shot look more pleasing to the eye. So with that in mind, now we're going to take the actual photo. So I'm going to set my camera up on a 45-degree angle facing the source of light. You don't have to do it this way, you can do it the other way around, but we're going to do this tonight with our light source coming over to the left of our image. We're going to get our subject tonight, which is going to be Liam, and he's going to stand on the right of the image, or in the right third. Set your camera to M, or manual mode. We're going to drop down our shutter to 1/2 second, drop your aperture as low as it can go. For the Sony, it's f2.8, and the Nikon, it's f3.5. And tell your subject to stay still. You fucking stay still, yeah? Or else I'm going to throw you in the dungeon. Yes! So, we have the Nikon image on the left here and the Sony image on the right. I didn't take into consideration the zoom, the extra zoom the Nikon had. So the Nikon is a crop sensor and the Sony is a full frame. So the lens choice that I had on the Nikon, I really should have been using a wider lens, or I should have actually gone a bit further back, but because I was trying to take the pictures at the same time, the cameras had to be next to each other. So if you're gonna do this, frame your subject properly, but really I was doing the composition for the Sony image because this is the actual shot I'm going to be uploading to Instagram. I can't stress enough how important it is to take photos on RAW. When you take a JPEG image on your camera, it compresses all the pixels. So basically, you're getting a watered down version of your image. So a RAW image is just more uncompressed. You're going to have more data to play around with in editing. Or for my American friends, you're going to have more data to play around with. Data. Fucking hell, it sounds so wrong to me. No, but seriously, if you don't take raw photos, Gordon Ramsay will come into your bedroom at 3 o'clock in the morning, grab you by your ankles and throw you down a set of stairs. So I'm just saying because it happened to my mate and he's been in a coma for 3 years. So if you don't want that to happen to you, just take pictures in RAW. So just a quick setting in your camera and it will fix everything. Well, let me just show you quickly how I edited this image because my history here is a bit all over the place. It doesn't really make much sense. So I actually used Cars Night to edit this picture. Obviously it's very blue here. I just changed the temperature a little bit and brought up the exposure and increased some of the saturation. And that's the edit done. I like to be very efficient with my editing. Sometimes I like to sit there and fine tune stuff, but other times I just like to chuck a preset on because if I've already done all the hard work and I have a particular style that I want to sort of edit with, or I want to use that style on other pictures, I'll just chuck the preset on, which is mainly 90% of my editing. So if you want to do the same, I actually sell all my presets. They're on a website called streamline.store, or they're linked down in my description there. They come in a pack of 25 presets, and they have 25 walkthrough tutorials, and also 25 of my raw files there for you to practice your editing with. Just a quick video today. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to take a cool picture of yourself or one of your friends, or if you're trying to impress a girl. And she's like, oh my God, you take photos? You're into photography? And you'd be like, yeah, baby, stand there, I've got a picture of you. And then you'd take a picture like this and she'd be like, oh my God. Fucking hell, all right. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the video. If you did like this video, leave a like down below. Help me out by hitting subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. With that all said and done, have a shit one, and I will see you in the next one.